So many options, so little time, but isn't that life? But today it's mild. Miriam says we should go for a Spyder ride, and we're going to check out this new little restaurant that's opened south of the city in the countryside. We're going to do that and just get a cup of coffee. And then we're going to come back home and get ready because we've been invited to do a live presentation before a local travel club and talk about the Asphalt Odyssey 2022 lap around America. So that's today's video.
Okay, well, happy birthday to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Nothing like another reminder that I'm getting old.
Where are you going? This is Sandbridge Road. We were going to Pungo.
You get to Pungo this way.
Okay, all right, just checking. Well, anyways, you feel old today?
No.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. You know,
do you feel
Providence has smiled on me. I feel good. When I go to see my doctor, my numbers are good. That makes me happy. Makes him happy.
Well, do you feel wise?
I do. I do. I don't know if it's just arrogance, cockiness, or whether I'm actually wise.
Well, hard to say. It was nice to see so many greetings on the Facebook page. I lost count, but it was nice, resounding messages to you.
Well, I appreciate all that. I'm sort of a reserved person when it comes to that. I wouldn't have put that on Facebook, but she
it's my job.
Did. And she goes, "Hey, look at Facebook," and I went, "Oh, great."
Well, I think we should find excuses to celebrate as often as we possibly can,
Yep.
And
there was a opportunity I had in a formal situation. I had to disclose my hobbies, and so it was like I had to think about it. I ride motorcycles. I drink fine whiskey. I smoke good cigars. Those are my hobbies.
And you like to sit around and pontificate with folks.
I do.
There's certainly worse hobbies you could have.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a nice treat early March to be able to get out on the Spyder. I mean, I think it's 70 degrees today.
Don't know if it's that warm. The thermometer is saying about 68, 69 on the Spyder.
Well, pretty daggone close.
Yeah.
We keep watching that Eagle Cam from out in California. Is it in the Sierra Nevada?
I think so. Yeah.
And there she is on her nest, just covered in snow.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel so sorry for her. And then I think the poor thing is suffering through that. And here we are.
There was a line in a movie, G.I. Jane. The movie was kind of, it had some points. But anyway, one of the points was there was a poem that was introduced in the movie, and it said, "A wild bird will set on a tree limb and freeze to death, having never felt sorry for itself, because it is a wild thing." And there's an attitude about that. It's like,
wow.
I'm gonna grit my teeth and take whatever life throws at me, because
this is my purpose and my mission.
Purpose.
Yeah.
I think when we accept that, it's like, okay.
I saw something where she actually was on the nest for 27 hours straight before she called for her mate, and she cried out, and and he heard her and relieved her so she could get something to eat.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Did you mean to turn here?
Nope. I think I went the wrong way. I missed my turn. I took the wrong.
It's further down.
I've never been this way. Well, okay, let's see where this goes. Strawberries.
Yeah. Gosh, I sure hope we don't have a hard freeze that kills everything after this this early spring. But it is nice to see the new green that everything is. Some of the trees have been flowering, and even the azaleas are starting to bud a little bit. Yeah, there's some flowering trees there. It's pretty.
Well, I like Sterling's idea of the monopod connected to the back. I may see if I could rig something up on the next to the bumper, the trailer hitch, which is solid, and I could build some and have me have a stand back there that could do multiple duty, like hang jackets on.
Yeah,
mount a video camera.
I did think that was ingenious the way he used it for so many different things.
If you guys haven't started following Sterling yet, the name of his channel is The Motorcycle Travel Channel. He travels by BMW 1200 GS. He's got a Husqvarna dual sport. I think that's the appropriate name. I'm not into dual sport, so I'm not really sure. And a camper van, or a van he's converted to a camper. So he and his significant other, Eva, they will ride together. Sometimes, but right now he is going on. Well, he's producing and releasing videos of a trip he took last spring. Basically, it looked like we were in the same area about the same time in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and as he heads towards Canada.
Yeah, his British Columbia is his destination from Arizona.
Yeah, he lives right down near the border. We were going to go there on our trip last year, but we bit off more than we can chew as far as distance-wise. And with the mechanical we had in Tulsa, that just really put us behind the power curve. So we had to cut that part of the trip out. But definitely want to get down there sometime and hang out. It's a nice mild day. It's good. I want to apologize for not having videos coming out here on a regular basis. Number one, it's been cold and wet. What am I going to do? A product review with a toothbrush or something like that? So I didn't want to put just stuff out there. I wanted it to be quality. And I've been working on some time-consuming other non-video related projects. It's just I'm winding a couple of those up, so I have more time to shoot some video, do some rides, and we're looking forward to it this year. Miriam has been studying her French, so she could be our translator. Say something in French, Miriam.
Bonjour.
I could say that.
Yeah, I'm much better at reading and comprehending than I am at speaking.
Okay.
But I'm working on it with Duolingo, which is kind of fun. It's a game, phone app.
Is that winter wheat?
I was just wondering. Maybe.
It's green.
Yeah, it's a pretty green.
Yeah, it looks like winter wheat.
It's like a lush carpet.
So, what is the reason of today's ride? What is the mission? It's a mild day. We want to go for a ride. That's pretty much it.
So we're going to get a cup of coffee. Why not? Yeah, there's a new place that opened up here, and it's just as cute as it can be. They have sandwiches and salads and homemade desserts and things like that.
Come and maybe grab a lunch one day also. We'll take a look at it. Not
Yeah.
today, because we're going to go out to dinner tonight, and I want to...
Yeah, so we're going to go by the house of the gal that owns the bookshop that I like.
Okay.
That does the book clubs at Mocha. It's a 19th century home that they restored. It's really cool. It has a sleeping porch.
Okay.
I guess back in the days before air conditioning, some homes had screened-in porches where you slept in the summertime.
Oh, thank goodness for the guy who invented air conditioning.
Yes. Very grateful to him. Very grateful to the guy that invented the washing machine and the refrigerator.
Okay, so what's he?
And the rolling suitcase. Just bless his heart. Or her heart, who knows.
What?
Here, see, this is it. See the flag? Yeah, Back Bay Market and Deli. Oh, they left a parking spot for you. Yeah, it's just as cute as it can be.
Well, we have just enough time to get back home, put the Spyder in the garage, and make our way over to the venue to do our presentation.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you so much for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here. Before we start our presentation, John asked me to share a quotation from one of our favorite books. Many of you may have read it, Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. When I was very young and the urge to be someplace else was on me, I was assured by mature people that maturity would cure this itch. When years described me as mature, the remedy prescribed was middle age. In middle age, I was assured that greater age would calm my fever, and now that I am 58, perhaps senility will do the job. Nothing has worked. In other words, I don't improve. In further words, once a bum, always a bum. I fear the disease is incurable.
The way we're going to just do this, we're going to do a quick presentation, go back and forth, show you a 10-minute video of our trip around the United States, and then do Q&A. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. First of all, what is this thing? One of the questions we get a lot. It's a Am Spyder. It's a Canadian product. They also build snowmobiles, so if it looks familiar, it may have started out as the same concept as a snowmobile. 3 wheels, very stable. I knew I had married the right person because we're relatively newlyweds when we were talking about exotic travels and where we wanted to go and how we wanted to go. And she said, you know, we could look at those motorcycles. And I knew I married the right person. So we acquired this machine in 2017 and lots of smaller trips. In 2019, we went out to New Mexico and Colorado. And in this last spring, we took it all the way to the California coast and back over a 2-month trip. So that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. That was our laps. We wanted to hit 16 states. We hit 17. We got lost and went to Kansas. But the museum along the way. That was the gist of the trip. And we took 61 days to do it.
Wow. Okay, so our first big stop was the Bourbon Trail. It was a pleasure to meet them.
Don't push the button yet. I want to set up before you push the button.
Okay.
So we finished with Tulsa. We spent a couple of days there. It was designated as a rest day. We have this system where on average we'll ride 3 days, then take a day off for non-riding. Catch up on video, laundry, sleep, whatever we need to do. So it's typically 3 in 1. We did that, got back on the Spyder and started heading down old Route 66. Push the button. And going down the road, the check engine light comes on. Then there's no response on the throttle, and we coast to the side of the road on US 66. And no idea what's wrong. It's dead. So fortunately, we have roadside assistance. Called them. They took us to the nearest dealership, and they said, it's your fuel pump. Your fuel pump has died. And I said, can you fix it? Absolutely. But they never die. You're the first fuel pump on a Spyder we've ever had to replace. So we have to order it from the manufacturer. It's going to be a little while. We got to spend an extra 6 days in Tulsa.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. We did learn some things. We went to.
Hang on.
That's her
thunder.
part. But we did have the mechanical. The dealership did a good job of getting us taken care of. We tow a trailer, and they actually put the trailer inside their showroom, so at nighttime it was locked up and safe because all of our stuff was in there. And so it was really nice. They really bent over backwards to get us back on the road. So it was really nice.
Some would say the trip begins when the plan falls apart. So I think this was that point. The problem was the dealership was a little bit vague about how long we should expect this repair to take. We realize now we should have rented a car, driven to Dallas, picked up the part, brought it back, given it to the mechanics.
Faster. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed today's video. We're looking forward to getting out and doing some more riding as the weather gets a little bit milder as spring approaches. So until next time guys, thanks for watching. Y'all take care.